Welcome Diecast fans, I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank the Guru Gibbs.
And welcome to something a bit different from the Canyon.
As you know, I'm all about class,
Cough.
and so we're running beautiful British cars only. And we've got everything from high performance hypercars all the way through to classic race cars. It should be absolutely epic.
Right, let's have a quick look at the rules. First up, just like the Rats versus Rod, there's 4 races each, rotate positions, the top 2 move to the finals, and those finals will be 4 races, then the top 2 drivers from those 4 races go on in a best of 5 head-to-head, and we're running the standard scoring 5, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Let's just hope that beautiful classic E-Type Jag, which is a special edition, doesn't get damaged.
Alright, first up, drivers, we've got the Bentley driven by Arthur, then the MGB driven by Archie, the Jaguar driven by Edward, and the Lotus is driven by Freddie.
You'd expect the modern technology to absolutely clean up here, but we know from Rats versus Rods you can't write off the underdog.
Well, let's find out. Alright, race 1, we've got Arthur and Freddie up front. They get underway. The Lotus out pretty quick, but it looks like the Bentley's going to catch him at KM corner. No, the Lotus staying ahead. Bentley gets around the outside, the Bentley spins. Lotus coming up the inside, can't quite do it. But a lot of action there. I was expecting the Brits to be a lot more sedate than this.
Yeah, there was definitely nothing sedate there. Man, those boys were battling hard. Even in those beautiful classic cars, they are just not worried about chipping their paint. They'll be rat rods in no time.
I've got to say, I was expecting tea and biscuits, and these boys bought the pain. Alright, great run there from Arthur, picks up first place. But Freddie there in the Lotus is a very strong contender. Be keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, definitely. That Lotus is looking pretty good.
Everyone moves around one. We've got the Lotus up front next to the Jag this time. Can the Jag take him down? He's going to try. He gets out quick here. The Lotus pushing back hard. Gets up the inside. Can't do it. It's a 3-car battle to the finish line. But the Jaguar holds on. The Lotus holds second. And that is Archie in the MGB going wide there.
Wow, look at that Jaguar going sideways across the jump. He almost let Freddie get up the inside of him, but Archie drifting wide there and just rolling into Kahuna corner. Luckily he managed to avoid all those other classic cars there.
And then this battle down to the finish line. Absolutely crazy. But well done, Edward. Nice run there, and Freddie, very consistent, picks up another second place.
The Lotus has been robbed a couple of times. Maybe he can do it this time.
Well, it's going to be a tough ask from the back row, but you never know. We've got Archie and Edward up front. Archie in the MGB around the outside, gets into the lead, looking good. Oh, he rolls it horrifically there. The Lotus with a big charge right at the end, but the Jag just holds him out yet again. What a run from Freddie.
Well, Archie just got it so wrong going into Kahuna corner. Again, luckily he managed to avoid all those other beautiful classics. But how about this battle up front? Freddie in this Lotus just gives it the beans around the outside of Arthur in that Bentley, and almost catches up to Edward in the Jaguar. That was just a superb drive. Freddie absolutely pushing that classic Lotus to the limit. But well done, Edward. Another win for him. He moves into top spot, and Freddie still tied second equal, this time with Arthur on 9 points. As we go to the final, it's anybody's race.
Who wants it the most? Let's find out. And Arthur stalls right in the gate. That's a shocking start from him. Archie with a huge big lead here. Nice and clean through Kahuna corner, down to the finish for a change. Then we've got Edward and the Lotus of Freddie. And where's the Bentley? Oh, it's on its roof. What happened to him? He stalled coming out of the gate. And then look at this. That MG got so much air, followed up closely by Edward and the Jag, and then the Bentley rolls himself over quite spectacularly. And keep your eye on Freddie in this Lotus. Look at that drift. That was absolutely superb. Yeah, I would not have thought a Lotus Esprit was designed for drifting at all.
You see the Bentley go over, and then check out that orange Lotus with the huge drift. Sees he's got the Bentley in front of him and nicely gets around him for a clean run. And with that, he's going to take second spot for this heat, and he's going to be moving into the finals.
So congratulations to Edward and the Jaguar XE SV Project 8. He'll be battling with Freddie and the Lotus Esprit S1 in the finals. Who's going to join them?
I've got to say, it's great to see new and old cars battling it out like that. It's awesome.
All right, we're just going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this with round number 2. Show your support for the Canyon Outlaws Diecast Street Racing by getting your own Canyon Outlaws t-shirt, available at chaoscanyonmerch.online. Welcome back, race fans. It's time for round number 2. Let's have a look at who's driving this time. First up in the McLaren, we've got Oliver. Then driving the classic Mini, we've got Dave. In the Aston Martin, we've got Rupert. And driving the stunning E-Type Jag Classic, we've got Nigel. So race number 1, we've got Nigel and Oliver up front, Dave and Rupert in behind. They get underway. That E-Type Jag firing up that V12. Can't keep up with Oliver and the McLaren. Oh, and the E-Type crashes spectacularly in Kahuna Corner. The other 3 drivers make it down to the finish, but that is not what we wanted to see with that E-Type.
No, that is such a beautiful car, but Nigel insisted on driving. Instead of getting one of the professionals to drive, he wasn't going to let anyone else race his car in case they crashed it. And what does he do first time out? He smashes it up. Oh, it looks like he actually might have got an assist from Dave there in the Mini. I don't know if that was on purpose or if he just got caught up. But all 3 drivers there crossing the line backwards.
So Oliver picks up the first win, moves into the lead. Nigel not the start he wanted, either in points or in the damage to his vehicle. Let's hope he can do a bit better this time as he moves around.
Well, let's be honest, he can't do much worse.
And we've got Rupert and the Aston Martin next to him. That Aston very quick out of the gate here. Nigel catches him up though. Oh, the Aston Martin crashes out this time. The Bentley's down, the Mini stops, and Nigel stalled it. Is he going to get it going? He's still crawling. Oh, he's off! And he manages to get it going. The E-Type, the only one to make it to the finish.
Wow, what happened there? That was just absolute carnage.
Well, let's go back through the replay.
So they look pretty good over the jump, but both drivers getting a huge bounce there. Rupert's Aston bouncing himself off the track, and then Oliver's McLaren comes in, gets slammed from behind by Dave's Mini, and then right up front there you've got Nigel stalling out. That classic E-Type, I think he must have flooded him.
Yeah, now check out Oliver's McLaren there, getting flipped right over, getting a huge bounce off the sidewall. He almost managed to roll it back up, but he ended up turtling there. Nigel the only one to make it through, so that definitely changes the scores around. Nigel now even for first place with Oliver. That is completely unexpected after that first race. Right, drivers rotate around. This time we've got Rupert in the Aston Martin, David driving the Mini. That Aston's going to come out with the lead, the Mini not far behind. They clear the jump. Oh, Rupert's getting a major spin on here. Here comes Dave in the Mini. Is he going to do it? He does. He pushes through, but I couldn't see who took second there. It was super close.
So in the replay here, you'll see Rupert out in front, gets the major spinny spins here. Dave sees his opportunity and floors it. He's got Nigel right on his tail, and then Oliver following up behind. But look at this. Rupert spins so many times, he must have vomited in there. That'd just be gnarly. And then look at this drive from Dave. Gets up the inside, takes the win, and Oliver almost squeaked by, but Rupert holds on to second place. But what a drive from Dave.
Yeah, Dave did very well there. Now moves into the lead with 8 points. Oliver on 7, Nigel on 6, and Rupert on 5. This is very close as we head into the final lap.
These boys are working harder than a dog trying to bury a bone in a concrete floor.
We've got Dave up front with Oliver. Oliver out of the gate like a rocket here. The Mini trying to catch up. Nope, the Mini's out. The McLaren there, and there goes Rupert. Rupert in the Aston Martin sneaks past Oliver at the last minute, and Nigel crawls across the line, just taking it easy in that classic E-Type Jag.
That Mini just went completely wide, got it so wrong, and look at the way Rupert avoids him there.
Not only did he manage to navigate around Dave, look at that drift. That set him up absolutely superbly. He had amazing control on that Aston Martin.
Oh, you're right, mate. I was so distracted by the accident and cars going in all directions, but that drift set him up absolutely superb. Powered out of the corner and stormed down to the finish line for the win. That was absolutely brilliant bit of driving. And with that, Rupert jumps up to 10 points, as with Oliver also on 10 points, means they'll both be moving through to the final.
So we've got Oliver driving the McLaren P1 and Rupert in the Aston Martin, which means we're going to find out if that classic Lotus Esprit S1 can hold its own against the modern technology.
Yeah, that should be quite an interesting final. Make sure you tune in next week, and we're looking forward to having you there.
All right, that's enough for tonight. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.